In this upcoming election, Spokane residents will have the opportunity to vote on a new camping ordinance. It's called Prop 1. If approved, it would ban camping near schools, parks, and daycares in the city of Spokane. Natalie Grant joins us tonight with a new look at that tool that's impacting this ordinance and how it's going to potentially help the city if it passes. Natalie.
Yeah, absolutely, Kirsten. A tool made for those visual learners out there to kind of look what we're voting at here. You can see that there, if you look at this map here, it's an entire map of the city of Spokane made by a University of Washington professor there. The areas where it's colored are the areas where camping would not be allowed in the city, where the gray is the opposite. And those colored areas take up about 60% of the city. Now, if we zoom into just the downtown area, you can see a lot more color here, and camping would be banned just about everywhere. And today I spoke with the man who built this tool and why he says he hopes people use it to see how the ordinance would impact their lives.
I think it's one of those things just to see, the areas that you live, the areas where you work and how that's impacted.
Robert Saunders is a professor at Eastern Washington University in CHENEY, teaching students how to combine data and mapping into helpful resources.
Today, so much of the data is available online, and there's tools that you can use for free to go out and play around with the data on your own and ask your own questions and get the information back that informs those questions.
And with the election approaching, he used his skills to create a visual tool that shows how a proposed camping ordinance called Prop 1 will impact Spokane if passed. On the map, you can see the areas that are within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, and licensed daycares, where public camping would not be allowed, in all covering about 60% of the city.
I wasn't terribly surprised that it really kind of hit the downtown area as much, given that that's where we have a lot of parks, a lot of daycares, a lot of schools. We have positioned, as a city, we've positioned a lot of resources to serve the population that is experiencing homelessness in that core.
Supporters of Prop 1 say the ordinance will protect children and people who use public areas like the parks. But opponents say all this is doing is moving homelessness into a different area and away from resources. But no matter what side you fall on, Saunders hopes that voters take the time to educate themselves on what will be on their ballot and could have lasting impacts.
It was just to put it out there to have people see what the impacts of that proposal was. And I love the fact that people are talking about it and hopefully coming up with their own conclusions about what that means for them and how they view the proposition.
Now, one thing that is important to know that this map does not include already established city camping restrictions around rivers, railroad viaducts, and within 3 blocks of shelters. If you'd like to take a look at the map yourself or learn more about Prop 1, you can head on over to our website, kxly.com. Reporting in studio, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Natalie, thank you.